letter T is incredibly important. Without a T, a t-shirt would just be a shirt. A BLT would have no tomato, and my favorite beverage in the entire world would mean that I'm just drinking gin straight from the bottle. So Jack's here, and he's bringing the T, tonic, to the equation.
Yeah, we did a tasting. We did it two ways, with the G and without the G.
Okay.
You're getting without the G today. So we sampled 8 brands. I brought 4 of them here. 4 artisanal brands, boutique brands, a little bit more expensive. Tonic is having a moment.
It sure is.
And then 4 from the supermarket that are more familiar.
There used to be like 2 when we grew up,
Yeah.
right? 2 brands, that was it.
That was it. I want you to dig in, and you can sip. You're going to want to, think about bitterness.
Right.
So that is the defining quality for tonic water. It was a curative. It prevented and treated malaria, derived from the bark of a tree, and it's an alkaloid compound, so it's very bitter. There's sugar in there because they need to balance out all of that bitterness.
Right.
And then the botanicals. So the tonic water evolved over the 19th century as British colonists in India decided to make it a more interesting beverage. And so you're going to taste citrus, herbs, lemongrass, juniper, maybe mothballs. You never know.
How old is this tonic water?
We just opened it.
Okay.
It's nicely chilled. They didn't want to put ice in there because I didn't want it to get diluted at all. I thought they were surprisingly different.
Well, I have to admit, I don't think I've ever tasted tonic water all on its own. It's usually mixed with something. They're all sweet.
I'll tell you, some of them are less bitter, and we did a really interesting test with black light. Quinine is actually fluorescent. And so we wanted to see, could we see how much quinine was in them?
Really?
And in fact, the one that was the least bitter also was the one that didn't glow when we did the black light test. Otherwise, they all seem to have a similar amount of glowing and a similar amount of quinine. But we did notice that one of them really felt like it was less bitter, and according to the black light test, it was less quinine.
I think this is the one that's less bitter.
Some of the botanicals are fermented, and that will give you a funkier flavor. I will say tasters liked a cleaner, citrus-forward, lemons and oranges, and were less interested in fetid and fermented.
Yes, yes. Imagine that.
Yeah, surprising. The sugar will also impact your perception of bitterness. As you might imagine, the ones with less sugar will seem more bitter, even if they're not actually more bitter. It just means that they have less sugar in them. We liked a kind of sweet spot here, pardon the pun.
Right.
A moderate amount of sugar. There were some that were actually too sweet for our tasters, and some that were not sweet enough.
Yeah, I'm really struggling with this one.
And you're struggling because you don't know what to think of them?
I don't know. My mind, I can't compute this. I don't know how to wrap my head around this tasting.
Is there anything that you're liking?
No.
Well, this is going to be easy then.
Well, some are okay. This one, it's sticking out to me, and I'm not sure I entirely enjoying it. I'd say this is my favorite.
Okay.
I'd say this is my favorite. This is my least favorite. If only there was some sort of liquid that we could cut the tonic water with, serve it with ice, maybe a little lime wedge. Maybe then I'd have a bigger opinion.
All right. So you want to see how you did?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what you
This
picked.
one first?
Yeah, this one
All
first.
right.
Congratulations. Gin is in your future. You picked the winner.
Yay! That was a close one.
Yeah, so this is from Polar. We just felt like it was clean, it was citrusy, it was bitter enough and sweet enough. It was tonic water.
This is Polar.
Yeah.
You can get that at the grocery store.
Yeah, it was also, yes, very inexpensive.
Yeah.
So the fancy tonics didn't necessarily do any better in this tasting.
Fantastic. All right, so this one, I don't know.
So this was Jack Rudy. This is the one that in the black light test wasn't glowing. And we think it has less quinine, it has less bitter. And it just felt like there was something out of whack.
This is my least favorite.
So you like things sweet, I know that about you, and that has the least amount of sugar.
Yeah.
And so it just wasn't sweet enough, and it felt like it wasn't balanced properly.
And then this is the one I said there was something that wasn't right.
So this is Fentiman's. It's the only one where they ferment the botanicals. And you might imagine you get different flavors when you ferment herbs and citrus and juniper.
And that's why you add gin. And if you want to buy the winning tonic water, it is from Polar, and you can find out more information on our website.
We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.
And if you're ready to take your cooking to the next level, head over to americastestkitchen.com and get a free all-access trial membership.
While you're there, you can sign up for our free email newsletters and download our app.
With unlimited access to over 14,000 of our test kitchen recipes and 8,000 product reviews, you'll have everything you need to cook and learn.
So I ask, what are you waiting for?
Let's make something great together.